Perfect. Wow.
Wow.
All right. This is the second time I've done this in the last 2 episodes. Our viewers on SoundCloud and iTunes are going to be pissed. But we got the main stuff. We're ready. What were we talking about here?
We were talking about me playing with my boat.
Yes. Marley, good to see you back. What's up, homie?
Not much.
Long time no see.
It's been a while, yeah.
It has been. What did you say before when you came here? What was your big tagline when you walked in the door? It's been a what? A minute? Whoa.
Oh, wow.
Back.
He's
Is that all the
like-
kids are saying these days?
Yeah.
He
for
is like
sure.
one of the kids,
I
eh?
become
Yeah.
one.
Seriously.
I'm like 17 again, I swear.
It is for real. We didn't put on the board. We're going to get into flat brims tonight.
We are?
Yeah, we are.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. We're going to talk some flat brims. We're going to talk some...
I just looked up to see what I was
Oh,
wearing.
you know what I was talking about? Guys and girls at home, we are a little lagged because we are live. If you have any questions, make sure you get them in. And if Miss Amber misses them, just resend them to her. We kind of get behind, have to go back and answer your questions. But we wanted to hear from you. Put your questions. We will answer them. Amber, switch that, and I'm going to introduce you.
There she
Hey,
is. Wow.
what's going on?
Doing good.
Wow, you look little back there.
I am little.
Brawn to fish, bro.
I love that shirt.
The Mr. Walton can't join us tonight. He is at home with his kids, but Amber is graciously taking over the producing job. How's it going back there?
Well,
You got talking to that microphone. Don't be a Scot.
you've seen it.
Yeah, you did all right.
It's a bit of a
Seen
shit
what?
show.
Look, between
My
What did you
shit
see?
show.
What did you see?
between every episode we've ever done on this, Scott or I or whoever else was producing messed it up in some way. So you were right on target. We
You're
were
doing
looking
great.
good.
You told me all I had to do was come in and hit the buttons at
I
the right
know.
time,
I
but
messed
you were
it up.
supposed to hit the
I
record
messed it
button.
up.
That's a life
I say
lesson
that to
right
all the
there.
women.
Yeah, that's a life
Just hit the
lesson
button,
right there.
baby.
Should we start
All
the
the
whole show
time.
again?
All the time.
Since you're so upset, Sean, where do you want to start?
Me?
Wherever you
Oh,
want.
I'm pissed right off, actually, man. I'm pissed off at this ice hot operator out on
Whoa.
Lake Simcoe there that left all the garbage out there. Do you guys see that?
We
I
did
think
see
we've
that.
all
yeah?
seen that. Yeah,
I think
Probably
everybody in
except for
Ontario has
Marley.
seen it by
I've
now.
seen it, actually.
Did
Believe
Did
it or
you?
not. I did,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
You're
Showed up on the old Facebook.
You've
Wow.
been on point here the last couple of weeks online.
Why?
Because
What do you mean?
usually you don't catch anything. Like
No.
you at one point you totally deleted anybody you didn't personally met in your life from your Facebook.
Oh, I still did that, yeah.
And then,
Did you?
but you
Yeah.
would we would. He's never spoken our group chat ever. Maybe
No.
once or twice. He might have liked a post.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Probably on accident trying to get it off my home screen.
Jeez.
But if Marley saw this on the social media, it's huge.
it's huge.
It's
Yeah.
huge.
It's made its rounds for
It's
sure.
made its rounds.
Yeah.
Keep going, Sean.
Yeah, that guy that left all that stuff out there was a KS.
I don't know what he was
Yeah,
called.
yeah. Well, whatever. He, yeah, that guy. I honestly think that guy's license should be revoked for a year just for that. You know, he said he's sorry and stuff. Yeah, it was a mistake, but that kind of
How's
shit on
that
the
a
ice. That's not a
mistake,
that's not a
man?
mistake.
That's
That's
not
playing
a
out
little
bullshit.
chunk of blocking or something
Yeah,
is a
that's
mistake.
bullshit.
One
Those-
2x4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little piece of blocking.
Yeah, there was like 4 50-pound propane tanks, a couple 100-pound propane tanks.
Big old
beer
bucket
bottles.
of
the
turd.
garbage that was
Yeah.
frozen into the
Yeah.
ice. If you look at those pictures, the garbage, like that's not a mistake.
No.
That's straight out littering. Like that's
Yeah,
that's
for sure.
That's our passion. That's what we do. We fish, right?
Yep.
Like it's just horrible.
Imagine whipping across Simcoe and hitting a propane tank in your boat in the spring.
Oh, dude.
No,
And,
It
you
probably
know,
happens, though.
no.
It does
More
probably
than you
happen.
think.
I think like shit floating around in the lakes is dangerous. They
Absolutely.
just canceled the Elite Series event over this kind of stuff, and they don't even have ice in Texas,
Right.
Yeah.
right? Like even with perfect conditions, not leaving anything on the ice, we're still going to get a whole ton of runoff, and it's dangerous. But now people are just blatantly don't give a shit. This is like the whole topic of this show.
Yeah.
People don't give a shit.
Yeah.
And I think
Pretty much.
it's not the first time it's been done.
No,
by
for
him.
sure. If they're
and,
doing,
and for it to go all over social media and then make the news before something's done about it.
Wow.
the
Yeah.
problem
Oh,
in the
no.
news too is it's like I think she used the word angler, which means all of us look like a bunch of dicks,
Yeah.
right? If you're an
That's
angler,
true, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
you just
actually, it
get
wasn't
sucked
the
in.
angler. It was the ice operator that was responsible for all that stuff left
Yeah.
out there when they
Sure it
pulled
was.
off their huts.
if he had been there, it would have never happened like
Oh
that.
yeah.
Well, I also read something today he didn't have any employees either, so he was the only guy. Sometimes his
Son of
friends
a
help
bitch!
him.
The lies continue.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I think it's just a bunch of bullshit. All that, and his public apology is just him trying to save face. You know, that's my
Oh,
opinion.
for sure.
You know, and I really think that his license should be suspended for a year, 2 years, 3 years. You know, it should be, and he should be charged.
His guiding license or his fishing license?
His guiding license.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be able to run a
No.
business out there.
No.
Look the way he left the ice.
Yeah.
Come on. now.
Rob Jackson says there's no license to revoke for hut operators.
gonna
Well,
say,
we've
is there a
revoked
license?
it. We've just
And-
revoked it.
Tyler Warner says it's not just Simcoe. He's cleaned up so much trash off the ice around the
Oh,
Kawarthas as
in
well.
we all
general,
have. We all
people
have.
are pigs.
Yeah.
Look at the Ganaraska River. Everybody cutting their row bags up and just leaving the material on the shore, right? The problem is too, right? We're such a small
Those things
group.
biodegradable? Those row bags? Are they biodegradable?
They're nylon.
I don't know.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't
I'm
know.
willing to bet there.
They were always nylon back in the day, so nylon's
Yeah.
not biodegradable.
Nylon is
Oh, yeah?
natural.
I don't row fish, so
You don't row
I
fish.
don't row fish.
So
Last time I
something-
saw you caught your steel, you row fish. So
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
give me that
I
crap.
row fished a
And your
couple times
bag was
couple
like
weeks
this
ago.
big. It was like you got a big bag.
Yeah, I do got a big bag.
Yeah.
And
You
I caught
throw it
one on
around
that
pretty
big
good,
bag,
too.
didn't I?
I think
Yeah.
a bag.
So people we're such a small group that we're outnumbered by the other side. We're like, I think the 2010 stats, which are the latest one, we sold around 950,000 licenses in Ontario, but there's like 14.1 million people here, so we're a fraction of the population, and we just we are like the worst for doing stupid things, so that we all get grouped together and everybody hates us.
But who went out there and found all the junk?
An angler.
I don't
An
know.
angler.
An angler.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Well,
some random guy like, I'm going to
No.
go make sure everybody cleans up their ice.
He's probably his competitor.
Well, he went out there fishing, that guy. And
Yeah.
He was out, and the ice conditions out there now are real
Sketchy.
sketchy. I wouldn't
Yeah.
be going out there.
No.
You know, but no, that guy.
But well, that's part of the problem. They can't go out now and get the garbage, or did they get the garbage?
Apparently they went out and got the garbage, and apparently it's all cleaned up. I don't know. I'm interested to see how you're going to chisel all the there must have been 100 beer cans frozen in the ice there. You know what I mean? I'm interested to see how you're going to get all those out.
You
of the ice.
chainsaw the whole block out.
Yeah,
and just
yeah.
drag the whole
Well,
thing back.
I
to
saw
the
that
shore.
was
Well, why
an
isn't that
excuse-
stuff removed daily? Like you didn't drink 100 beers
That's
the
right.
last day.
That's what I'm
Obviously,
saying.
you've never been ice fishing with me.
I could see the webcast. You know, you're working on it.
There was a
Well,
Nipissing trip.
That's another thing. Yeah, there was a Nipissing trip in an ice bungalow, but
That became a thing.
But I never drink while I hunt or fish ever. Like it's always an after thing. Where are all these beers?
Oh, yeah.
Are you allowed
Yeah,
to
Yeah,
drink
we
in your
don't.
ice hunt?
We don't drink in the boats.
We don't
No.
drink.
We don't drink in the huts, and we don't drink while we're.
I watched a
while we're hunting.
video like a month ago of a young man ATVing with a Bud Light in his hand.
Yeah, came
So
up
did
and
I.
cheers the camera, then
Yeah.
proceeded to do a bunch of donuts across the lake
And
Super
again,
reckless.
while
yeah,
he's holding the beer, like
Like
rodeo.
I'm pretty sure that's against
Rodeo
law.
clown.
I'm
Yep.
pretty sure that's against law.
I would
enough
say
to
it's
lose,
against the law.
to lose your driver's license if the OPP say that.
I don't even think you're allowed to drink your beer and cut your own lawn and you're riding lawnmower, are you?
You're not.
I don't-
No, you're not.
What?
It's a motorized vehicle. You
No
cannot have
way.
a beer on your tractor. You cannot.
I don't think you're not.
Baloney.
You're not even allowed to be drunk and ride a bicycle, are you?
No,
No.
I don't
no,
think so.
no.
You're not allowed to be drunk in public.
Really?
Right.
Public.
Man, Ontario sucks.
Public.
Worst
Yeah.
country province ever.
Man, they don't have a problem in Texas.
Oh, you know what?
You're not allowed to drink and drive, but the guy at the boat dock did tell me, he's like, you guys are fine to take beers on the boat.
Do you need a helmet on
Hey,
the
there's a
rider?
lot of things you can do in
Texas.
Texas you can't do
Yeah,
here.
I don't know. It's just one thing that I've never really worked into my daily routine is cracking a beer while I'm trying to fish.
I
No,
don't drink,
I don't
so
drink. I don't drink ever while I'm fishing. It's really the thing to do when you're done the hunt or the fish. Drink responsibly. Man, I can't even imagine. I hope to God there's not drunk guys driving bass boats out there.
yeah. Drown your sorrows when you
I
get home.
guarantee there is. You bring the 4 liters of Caesar with you.
I was on
You
Rice
get
Lake.
out there.
I was on Rice Lake.
That's what the live well for. It's just big cooler, isn't it?
Yeah, I was on Rice Lake a couple years ago, and I actually seen the OPP towing a guy in
No way.
in his bass boat, and
It's
this
not worth
guy was
losing
lit. Yeah.
Like I don't even know what I would do without my license. Like if you couldn't drive to go fish or hunt, or you just trapped at home because you couldn't wait till you got home to drink.
You could get into gardening.
Yeah.
You pedaling your canoe, your
That's not
kayak down there.
Macrame.
I don't even think you could paddle a kayak if you lost your boater's license.
Sure, you could.
I
Couldn't
don't-
get kayak there, but
I'm pretty sure you need. Do
You could
need,
put a
do you
trailer
need
on
an
your
operations
bicycle.
car?
I'm
any
pretty
kind of
sure
motor you do.
Oh,
But if you're
motor.
paddling, you don't need to.
You're okay to
Well,
float around.
I'll tell
out
you,
there.
this guy's not paddling.
No, we know.
I think you can ride those
we
mopeds
know.
with that
We
license,
pulled
too.
your eyesight.
Yeah,
We know.
It's pretty tough to go from a
Hey, before I
225 to a
before I
paddle.
forget, you know what? I got to do a shout out. I said I'd do a
Okay,
shout
go.
out. Just wanted to shout out to Matt Carroll. He's I guess he's a FearFishing fan. I didn't know that. I've been working with his dad for a long time.
Nice,
He's a ex-rock lacrosser.
nice.
Toronto Rock.
Crosser? Yeah, Toronto Rock.
You ever been
guy.
to a rock game?
Is
I
it-
have not.
They are hardcore.
I've been one.
Those guys are
Yeah.
fucking animals.
So here, let's go
Yeah?
old school
yeah,
here.
they are.
My uncle Paul Clancy, my
He's
great
always got an uncle with a story, doesn't
He
he?
used
Yeah,
to
yeah,
be
he does.
A farm in
he was
Bridgenorth.
he was hard
Had a
into
cow.
the lacrosse and the Lakers in the Peterborough in the '60s, and he used to be the coach to one of the American professional lacrosse teams. And then you know what he became? He became like a rink manager in Peterborough, but he got to do all the Maple Leaf training camps back in the day.
Cool story, man.
Yeah. So we were like thick. I went to some Laker games when I was a kid, quite a few of them.
I've never been.
It's pretty
It's
dope.
pretty cool.
They're animals.
The goalies are huge, eh? They really pack those guys up.
Well, you're throwing an Indian rubber ball. That makes a puck look like it.
You ever got whacked with one of those things?
No, man.
yeah.
I don't play
Ouch.
sports.
No,
tough.
yeah.
Do you think lacrosse ball go faster than a hockey puck?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think a puck goes faster.
You think so?
You get a lot of flex, right?
But
You know,
there's
that'd be a
more
good-
weight, right?
That would be a great debate.
Fans at home, we need
at
your
Matt's,
help. Somebody
kitchen
Google.
table.
Somebody
I
Google.
feel like they've got the puck dialed right in. With the
I'll bet
stick and
you.
all
I'll
that.
bet you one of those professional lacrosse guys throw a ball 100 miles an hour.
And there's guys shooting 130 mile an hour though.
No,
What was Tara's? What?
like 108.
No, it was up there.
No,
It was something ridiculous.
you man,
Somebody
you've been,
Google it.
Unattainable.
You've been
What's
dreaming of
faster?
that on drugs. 108, I think. 112, mate. You
Okay,
Google
I'm
that. He's in the
Googling
hood
it.
now.
You
You
Google.
call him out. Now he's like, oh, I'm getting it.
Hell no.
Hell no. Lacrosse is a dope game, though.
What's the fastest sport in the world?
Hockey.
No, man.
What?
Highlight.
What is that? That thing with
What?
like you
Yeah.
throw it against? Yeah. I'd like to
They
go to
bet
Florida
on
to
it
see
down
that.
in the States.
What is this game?
It's like they got like a scoop,
110.
a big scoop.
Is it like a wiffle ball kind of
Fuck
deal?
Oh, and they
Dude.
throw this thing at this crazy, dude.
All right,
You
next.
go bet on it.
Next.
Next,
Yeah.
where you want to go?
Wiffle ball.
Wiffle ball.
Wiffle. It's
It
kind
is
of like
wiffle
wiffle
ball.
ball, but for
there
like
you go.
real men, you wouldn't understand.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh shit!
What do you got?
Fastest lacrosse shot?
Yeah.
119.
What?
Damn.
Eat your words,
So
Marley.
that's why that
Fuck,
guy's
those
got
words
so
taste
much
bad.
shoulder pattage on,
Yeah,
man.
he actually owns Pickering playing fields. The golf and the batting cages
he-
and the driving range
Is
over in
he, is
Pickering.
he a
there.
big enough fan to let us go?
Mate, probably. Hey,
Hey.
can we do a show at your place there, Matt?
Work that deal. We'll come vlog there.
Sure.
In between, maybe we go.
He
do a
loves the
little
vlogs.
fishing.
You know what? He'd probably be all over that.
Maybe we'll do a little fishing, and then we can go have a little fun.
Yeah.
Thing is, we always have way more fun than what you see on the vlogs.
man.
yeah.
Way more fun.
Way more fun.
Right.
This is-
We
this
say
is-
we're not censored, but we kind of are.
Well, it's hard to film, and what we need is to get this bitch big enough that we can hire a cameraman, and then this would be off the hook. Those vlog, it's hard to be like there and filming, and we do miss a lot.
Yeah.
We have fun times.
We do have a ton of fun. We really need to find some kid who just wants to be a cameraman to follow us around, because it would
Did we
be,
try that before?
Yeah, we had to fire that kid.
Post the trailer.
Who, Sean?
No, it was two guys.
Okay.
Two guys.
No, listen. The first cameraman we ever had was my brother. I'm sure we've told this
Told it
story,
100
but
times.
you go tell it.
Oh, it's been told.
No, do
The
it
story's
again
been
though.
told
It's
before.
it's so awesome. Have you ever heard my brothers? Oh,
Okay,
go
we're on-
Marley, go.
What was it, Seymour?
Seymour.
We had probably the worst day of fishing ever. Like,
And this is when Seymour was really good back in the day.
Yeah, yeah.
So
it was hot though.
and we convinced my brother to run the camera.
I
right?
thought Marley was supposed to tell this story.
No, hold on. I'm just like setting it
He's
up.
setting it up.
I'm setting it up. This is how you
Okay.
got to do
He's
it.
the
Okay.
illustrator.
This is what he's good at.
We
He's good at the
basically
setup.
forced my brother to run the camera, and this is like a long time ago, like maybe 2010.
He hates
He
fishing.
hates
a long
fishing.
time ago, 2010.
He hates the sun. He despises going. Go ahead.
So after the tough morning, 4 hours of nothing, no bites, Ian sets hook into this fish, right? Good fish, 4+, right? Flips it on the boat.
But
gives-
I worked it perfect. Like
Yep.
it was TV show
Yeah,
Ian,
TV.
right? Like this
Hollywood.
is before. Yeah, you know, and I'm talking through it, and I'm fighting him down, and Marley's high fiving, like we were excited, right?
So he flips into the boat, right? Gives the big woo, looks over, and Sean's got sunscreen all over his hands, on his face. The camera's like laying in the bottom of the boat. He didn't even film it, nothing. Ian's like, are you fucking serious right now? Sean just goes, what?
What?
And that was the only
And
fish
I-
you got all day?
Yeah, man.
We only fish.
That did not make it to YouTube. Like we pretty much shut the day down right there. I was so mad.
No,
Did
boy.
he swim back?
So funny.
He did not care at all. I don't think he ever came again. Like I think
was
that was like his
lost last
final
time.
stand. That he was never coming fishing
The
again.
one and only.
Yeah. Well, he used to come before that, but it was like, remember when we took him to Erie and he slept the whole way there? Like didn't film anything,
Yeah.
then just got in the boat, went back to sleep. He
Wow.
did everything in his power for us not to ask him to be the cameraman.
Yeah, wrong man for the job.
Yeah.
I mean,
But any of you young people out there, man, this would be an experience for you to live.
yeah, it pays real
Yeah,
well.
I was just gonna say the pay is amazing.
Awesome.
Maybe they can get volunteer hours.
Yeah, for high school.
I don't think
There
we
you go.
could take a high school kid with us.
No.
No.
What?
They
Change
can-
his life. He'll start a boy and
We've
leave a
been-
man.
How many letters do you want from his mom?
We do
Is his
miss
mom hot?
we do miss a ton of stuff though. I think that any of you guys are listening, you need to go and find yourself 5 or 6 really good friends and just start fishing and hunting everywhere with them. Like we've had a lot of fun here.
Yeah, we do have a lot of fun.
We have, and we keep having it.
It is an absolute blast. Are you coming bear hunting?
Probably not.
Ah, come on, Marl.
So
I
boring.
got a chocolate bar for you.
God.
Come on, Mar.
It's
I'll
only,
sit at home if you guys see a bear, then I'll drive off.
it's only 4 it's only 4 weeks away to open. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, so boring. God.
Come on now.
Amber, we got any questions? You can jump in here anytime if you got questions or comments. All right.
No.
Perfect.
Right
So
there.
down at the Ganaraska River, there was a video that went around of 2 young men who were blatantly fishing out of season. Go ahead, you can crack that beer. It went viral on the internet like
Okay.
absolutely crazy. The I don't know how we're gonna get into.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Did one of these guys not take the video themselves and then post it themselves?
Yeah,
One of the
she
offenders?
shared it. One of the offenders shared it on his own Facebook. The other one, well, everybody was expressing their upsetness with this. Basically, just laughed at everybody like it's a big joke.
Yeah.
Last night, I saw on Instagram a female angler was called out for fishing out of season on the Credit River, which was sad to see. And then I guess it came to light that other people were catching her fish for her to take photos of. We're not going to name any names. We're not calling anybody out here, but this is a real situation here.
Oh yeah.
This is crazy.
You got to get those pro staff pics, though, man.
Well,
Yeah.
You got to
so-
get the pictures.
So
It's kind of
there's
nuts,
there's been a ton of heat on the companies, and you know what? To be honest to God, I'm surprised it's taken this long for pro staffers to get caught.
And I'm sure
you
it's
don't
been
even-
going on for a while.
Well,
I'm sure.
for sure, and
I'm
I'm
sure.
sure there's 1,000 other cases of this going on that nobody's just caught on to. But like anybody knows me that I'm ultra worried all the time about doing like anything that even could be conceived as negative towards the vlog.
Oh,
Like,
that's why you
Oh.
don't see all the fun we have.
But we spend a ton of time like double checking and triple checking regulations and making sure everything
Yeah,
is
we're-
legitimate because
yeah,
we're
like
anal.
everybody.
And we've been in the game a long time. We know the rules. We respect the rules.
You got to respect the rules. There's no second chances.
No.
Italo got the last second chance in fishing.
Yeah.
And if this happened,
Boom.
if the Canadian sport fishing thing happened now, it'd have been a way different story.
Yeah.
Right? It happened in like
How long ago was that?
early
20
90s.
years
The crazy
ago?
part is you still hear that down at the river.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
man.
That never went away.
It's never going away. Like, you're kind of like if you're the guy who killed a kid in a car accident, you're always going to be the guy who killed the guy in the car accident, right?
Yeah.
If you poach, you're always going to be the poacher.
Well,
Now, what's
you
your
should-
thoughts on
you
people
should be known as a poacher.
slamming like the companies that these people?
But
pro
here's the
staff
thing:
for?
that like I see the company side where they're like, well, you know, they didn't tell them to go do this, right? I've never worked for any company or partnered with any company. I'm telling you, Daiwa has never ever messaged me in the last 2 weeks and being like, you know, what are you doing? Not filming a vlog.
You should be north of
Yeah,
that.
wait,
You should be north of that.
You got to
bridge
get
there.
that picture. Why is there no like that? Doesn't happen. I
No.
have a hard time believing that for 20% off that some guy's yelling at you.
Get some pictures in here.
That's right.
Yeah.
So the other side is that if you're running a company, you got to do more than like a 2-minute overlook on somebody's resume.
Well,
before
this
you,
is it.
right?
Well, I don't even think it is a resume anymore. It's an application and an acceptance.
Like
pretty
I
well,
can't
is it
believe
not?
the
Yeah, click here to join.
Yeah.
I can't believe like those giant pro staffs that you see that have thousands and thousands of members haven't gone through this more and more because who those. It's different if somebody buys your product and then does something stupid, rather than you promoting this angler and then he goes and does something stupid. It's tough, right?
Well, those anglers got to be cut out of the game right away.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure.
It like, you know, it's going to happen more and more. Like there's like legitimately people driving around trying to find people who are like stand out in the fishing world to do anything. Like,
Everybody's got a phone now.
Oh, for
Everybody's
sure.
got
You
the
can't get away with
capability of making a
anything.
video.
you know,
And it's not just in the fishing. It's everywhere.
no, for sure.
We're on film.
You got to be
It's,
responsible for what you
It's what
post.
we live in today.
Like, man, we've been at this a long time. We never had to break the law to make a video.
Nope.
Nope.
Never.
Broke a lot of hearts.
Along the way, yeah.
Yeah. But then, like,
Snap the
I
dick.
here's the thing I get. I think that, you go on social media, people start liking you, and then you feel the pressure to get more
Content.
big fish and more this. I just never really felt that pressure. Like, the first.
I don't think the pressure's there. I think it's more trying to be a
it's for
hero on
themselves.
Facebook.
It's for themselves. It's
Sure
pressure
it
on
is.
themselves. Like, I put pressure on myself to make great content and make the best I can. But I think that at some point in my life, I chucked my ego out the door and went, all right, we're just going to tell the real story. And
When
if I
did
don't,
you chuck your ego out the door?
well, about that, man, it takes a pretty big set of cojones to make a video about
Well, there's
fishing with no
there's
fish.
also there's
right? How
there's-
many deer hunting videos have I made? No deer in them.
there's
All
no
of 'em?
second takes. Okay? There's no
No,
second takes
it
in
is
any
what
of
it
your
is.
videos. It's
No,
all
it's not.
first take. It is what
Yeah.
it is. Like,
we
there's no,
talked about
let's do
this.
that
We've
again.
never ever
Never,
done
ever.
like, ever.
No, never
It's
set up
all
a scene.
chronic.
Never.
Like I've never done it.
And
like,
you're told right off the bat, this is from January 18th
That's
or
right.
whatever.
This
This
is the
isn't
day.
January 18th to the 31st. Gave me like 20 times to get out and go fishing.
It
This
is
is
what
like
it is.
it is what it is. We
Yeah.
catch
Yeah.
nothing.
we
show
suck.
nothing.
But I get
Yeah.
a little stressed out. I mean, okay, I don't get as. Do you remember like back in the day, tournament fishing? We'd have like, man, I'd be having a stroke in the boat before we got a hit. Like, man, it was so bad.
Well,
Like,
I always feel the pressure in the boat before that.
I don't
first,
anymore.
First fish is in
Do you
there.
feel
no?
it anymore?
No, no,
I
no.
don't
Listen,
even. I
as
don't
soon
care.
as, like-
it bothers
I'm
me.
there for fun.
So here's
bothers me.
where
2:00 if I haven't got a bite, I'm gonna freak out.
No, so we went when we were younger, and it may be the same thing. And I knew because we were making videos that people were watching us, right? So I was all like, my panic in the morning was, I don't want to weigh in 3 fish. I don't want to weigh in 3 fish. Let's have a good day. And we always did shit. And then as soon as we got to the point where Marley refused to keep anything under like 3.5 pounds in the live well, it kind of got to the point where we're like, we're not even going to worry about a limit. We're just going to go catch fish. And if we finish on 101st, in our eyes, it was as good as 8th place. Like, we really wanted to win, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Right? And so I'm not even kidding you. What happened with this guy when he was like released the first 5 2-pounders in the morning? He's like, this won't win. Right? And
There's no point in
Yeah,
it. I don't
but,
get
if,
it.
but if you get 4 5s and you need that 1 2 pounder,
Yeah,
but the confidence was there that we're getting 17 pounds. And
If
these
you're gonna
aren't
get
gonna
4 or
fit.
5s, there's no way
Yeah.
you're not getting that last 2.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, like we would go, he would throw them out. Like, you know how we call? Marley goes like this, and he goes, which one? And I go, I don't care, whatever one you think. And he goes,
The best is
That's
when
it.
you're like, I don't want to weigh any dirty largemouth.
yeah.
That's how we call.
And like as soon as we took the aspect of the pressure off, right? And then you're like, well, 2 pounds aren't going to do it, and I don't care if I finish in 80th. I really want to win, or top 3 or top 4. Then it didn't matter anymore. I think that young people are getting caught up in the social media aspect, and people are watching, and you got to get more, and you got to get more, and you just got 100 likes, and now, man, you took this picture and you got 120 likes, and now you got, and you're just like, oh my God, I got to get likes, and then you realize you're on the wrong side of the bridge.
The worst part is it's so saturated with big fish photos that I don't even care anymore.
Yeah, shit.
It's like, holy crap, another 7-pounder. Big
And
deal.
you know what? The best thing about, I will tell you right now, the best part about being in fear fishing and hanging out with you guys is that the fishing part's like 20%. The shooting animal part's like 20%. The real good stuff is everything that happens in between that.
for
right?
sure.
The journey, not just the destination.
So, what do you guys think? What do
That was
you
deep.
That's a should write for Hallmark or
what,
something.
like,
eh?
That's a rib tattoo.
what do you guys think? Where do you guys think these young people are getting caught up?
I think it's all a
Instagram-
popularity thing,
Instagram
man.
fame.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Well, yeah, but nobody really cares. I'm guarantee you, none of these kids.
But that's
who are,
not the way they see it.
Yeah, that's it.
But
They
they're not
don't-
getting paid. They're
don't
not making.
care.
I don't think they're making any money at
They
that.
Why does
don't
every
care.
21-year-old girl take the same exact photo?
In the bathroom?
Yeah. Over and over
I
again
try to
every
take that-
single day and get their like 10,000 likes.
I don't know.
Why?
So
What's the
maybe
point of it? They're not
so
getting
maybe
paid.
it's the same thing. Well, maybe they are getting paid.
Self gratification.
That's a good way to find yourself a rich old man.
If that's what you want.
Well, I'll take a rich old man.
I wouldn't mind one. I'll take two.
Me too.
Yeah.
It's hard to say. I just like tell the story. If I got anything to tell anybody who is younger and trying to make it in the world of fishing, your story is probably the most interesting thing you have, not some steelhead or some bass. It's cool to take pictures of your big fish and memories, but
So much happened to build up to that point.
yeah, shit.
That's way more interesting.
Oh,
Man,
for
like,
sure.
like I can't remember what place we finished on Skoogog when we caught those 2 fish and 3 casts on 1 rod,
Yeah.
but I'll never forget that story.
Yeah.
And I know we finished in the top 10.
But you take a picture, nobody cares.
Nobody cares. Because
There's
you
no
can't,
story behind
you
that
can't
picture.
catch that moment. I think that's the
Is this
really
a 2 girls, 1 bucket?
that's really why I like
That's exactly
It's one of my favorites.
yeah.
I like running the camera and filming fishing because you catch a lot of moments in the boat that you like that are just awesome. Like really, like I wish we had that moment on camera. That
You
was
guys
so
constantly
dope.
laughing on the boat?
We sing. Remember we remember what was that Black Eyed Peas song that we used to sing?
Let's hear it. Let's hear
No.
it. Come on.
That's been something, but we used to sing
Bust
it.
us a bar, West. Let's go.
No way, I
Yeah.
can't even think of it.
Come on.
Let's go,
But
Igloo.
we had it. You never heard that story yet. We'll have to get it. But we had it so down that he could sing one part and then I could sing the next part, and like we would do that the whole day. And
That's
just
when
have-
fishing's good.
and
If
yeah.
it's bad, it's quiet.
Let's
We
tell the
don't
Igloo
talk-
story. That's pretty
We don't
funny.
talk to each other at all when fish is not going well.
This is something you didn't see.
We are not friends and then somebody's got to catch a big one, or we're not friends.
Or
Like,
somebody loses a big fish.
you know
oh
how
God.
many times we finished in like 23rd place and didn't speak to each other on the way home? And I'd
Really?
be like, "Listen, man, we had a good day." He'd be like, "Shut your mouth."
Well, it's true.
If you
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
throw that
well,
2-pounder out, we would have got 6.
You know how many times that the two of us drove home from tournaments and talked about quitting fishing forever?
Well, what if we had like 8?
Did you guys
trailers
weigh
we
in
were
anyways?
pissed?
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
I lost that one giant.
Do you
like,
bother to weigh in even though you're going to come 80th?
No, okay, so listen to here. We made that mistake once when we were younger. We fished a CSFL event. We had 15 pounds on our live well. I'll guarantee you we had 15 and change. We come in and we hear 18, like 17, and then like 13 something, and we were like, "Oh, everybody's got big bags. I'm not waiting in line." Ditch the fish. Guess what was 3rd place? 14-9.
Oh,
Everybody
no.
else shit the bed. We had 3rd place bag in our live well, and I dumped them over the side of the boat because I didn't want to wait.
Well, it's good.
And you lost the points.
So stupid.
And you lost the points.
And the
Yeah.
And didn't make the Classic that year.
We didn't even fish the rest of the series because we were done.
Well,
Yeah, it's so important to weigh that
It
one
is.
fish in
Sure
for
it
your
is.
classic
Yeah.
points.
Yeah,
eh? If
for
that's,
sure.
if that's your goal,
you never know.
I know a guy
So,
that didn't
like,
weigh
I
in one
can totally-
fish,
I-
and
we
he
were
missed the
probably,
classic
like-
for one fish, right?
I was
crazy.
a young guy when we did that. It was probably our first
Yeah.
or second year fishing tournaments, and it was just poor sportsmanship on my side.
So religiously you weigh in.
Oh,
Doesn't
yeah,
matter
no
what
matter
you
what.
have now.
Yeah,
That's
we
good.
get a
That's
small
good.
bag.
Everybody should do that.
We get a small bag, and I just send Marley up. I do.
Yeah, usually.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, totally. You wanna go weigh that 7 pounds?
No, not
But
at
then
all.
the next day, I'm like, "Hey, I'll weigh that 18 in."
Yeah, I got this, Marley.
Watch the boat, my friend.
Like St. Francis when we weighed my whole bag in.
Yeah,
That was pretty good. I filmed
that
that,
was a
didn't
big fish too.
I filmed that.
That's the biggest.
I
fish.
wasn't sleeping.
That's the biggest fish we ever caught in a tournament. That was
got-
huge.
I got a pretty good question here from Jeremy Conkright.
Let's hear it.
He wants to know everybody's thoughts on the upcoming event at the in Cumberland, the FLW event. They've changed the rules that all 3 species, right? They got largies, smallies, and spots there.
Yeah.
All 3 species only having to be 12 inches, but the regulations, the state regulations, is 18 inches for smallies, 15 inches for largemouth, and 12 inches for spots.
So FLW
That would
had the
never
rule-
fly here.
No,
No way.
never.
That would never ever fly in Canada.
No.
Yeah,
Although-
a slot limit is a
Somebody
slot
did-
limit.
B1 changed
B1.
it for 1
The
year.
first year we ever fished, the B1 ever happened. They got the season rolled back a week for they could pre-fish. But I don't know. I think you should go by the state laws. I don't know why they have like as many great American lakes as they had. Why are they running tournaments where you got to worry about the minimum size?
Well, look
Well,
at all
every
these
lake
ones,
has a
man.
minimum size, right?
Totally, but if
Not
we
for
went to
bass.
Rice Lake.
Well, the tournament
no,
has
like,
a
yeah.
minimum
Oh, sorry,
size.
Yeah, do you get what I'm saying? Like, why do they go to these lakes where you like 9 pounds a day will win a tournament when you have like these amazing fish factory lakes? It comes down to dollars and cents. in the
Yeah, it's a
community.
venue,
Yeah,
right?
it's,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
who's
It's
going to
perfect.
pay to have that
Yeah,
venue
what,
there.
What city's going
what
to pay the
town?
most to have you there?
Access
Yeah.
the lake too, right?
Yeah,
Yep,
the
yep.
facilities.
That's like the biggest
Yeah.
problem
I
around
don't
here.
know.
Like,
So I
like
don't
these
know.
elite guys, they must be like feel terrible
Elite?
weighing in 10 pounds. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
A
know.
lot of them
Almost-
do it, though.
Yeah.
Oh, I know they do.
A lot of them do it. A lot of the lakes out there, it's hard to bust 12 pounds.
Yeah.
What's that Beaver Lake like? 12 pounds a
Yeah,
day
yeah.
wins it.
If it's hot.
Yeah.
You know?
Like where I'm going,
I think they should go by state rules.
10
Yeah, me
pounds a
too.
day is gonna get you a good bag.
I think that if you're on the FLW Walmart tour, that you can find yourself some legal state fish.
That's it.
And if you can't, then you suck.
Yeah.
An 80th place, and you can have a miserable car ride home.
Can you imagine that? It'd be crazy.
Man. Yeah, so back to the Instagram thing. You know, don't mess up, kids. You got one shot in the world of fishing. The fishing world's so small, if you screw up once, it'll taint you forever.
Oh, yeah,
You'll never
everybody will
get
know
over
your
it.
name.
Everybody will
Yeah.
know. And,
And
the
it's
sad thing
everywhere, and it's there forever.
Yep.
And the sad thing about fishing is we were watching the CFN guys.
Yeah.
We are real negative, and yet the people won't like forget about this. Like something positive in fishing may go like this far. Something negative in fishing will go this far.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Right? And that's how it is. That's how it is. You guys want to move on from there?
Sure.
Want to tell
Let's talk
the-
about-
Do you guys want to tell the?
The igloo story?
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Go.
Superstar. Go, Sean.
No, I'm not telling that story.
You're just telling it.
I'm not telling that story. You're telling that story.
We were at the bar in South Carolina, and they told everybody I was a Canadian rapper named Igloo.
Yeah,
Really?
named Igloo.
That's fresh to death.
And there was people getting their pictures taken
No
with
way.
them, and
Yeah.
people. Oh, yeah.
Where was I?
Oh, that's
That
a
was
white girl wasted.
no, that wasn't that night. That was
Friday.
yeah, our first night there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was Rock'em Sock'em night.
Let's
Yeah,
talk about
rock
flat
'em,
brims.
sock 'em,
You and I
right.
had this discussion about the flat brims and how long I have been riding the coattails of the flat brim. For sure.
You're the most hated person ever for wearing a flat brim
And
hat.
people like, there's a comment, I swear to God, on a blog on YouTube, and it says, if you didn't wear a flat brim, I would subscribe to your channel. Great
Really?
blog. And it has like 9 likes.
There's 9 people
Everybody
that
talks
agree with
about
that.
it. What was it like? Yeah. I don't get it. Why is there so much hate about the flat brim? Like, it's been going on forever.
What's wrong
right?
with the cut of your jib?
Right. Yeah. A
I've
lot
never-
of people don't like change, man. A lot of people like to stay inside their bubble. You know, they don't like to go outside their comfort zone.
Really, eh?
And the
It's
flat brim
crazy
is
to me. It's just a hat. Like
It's, yeah.
It's a
it
hat.
doesn't even
But
make
it
sense.
comes up all the time.
I don't
right?
think I've ever seen you in a curved.
I used to
There's
wear
like
a
some
curve.
throwback pictures.
You know, here's how. Here, I'll be honest to God. I probably talked about this, but when I was younger, I tried to fit in and I tried to do everything like everybody else did, and I wore a curve hat and I kept my mouth shut and I kind of like did everything I could to fit into fishing, and then I read that Mike Iaconelli book, and I was like, yep, that seems like a better route for me.
It
That,
is.
you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
and then
Your own
I come
path's
out of my
always a
shell. I
better
came
way.
out of my shell. I'm going to do what I'd like to do. I'm going to talk about what I'd like to talk about, and it's probably been a longer road to get here to where we are now. But I'm really glad. I don't care if you don't like my flat brim. I don't like your curved hat.
Hey, you watch
Hey.
your mouth.
I
Yeah,
don't, I don't
hey.
like it. Flat brim.
What do you? You're flat brimming too, aren't you, Mark?
He always does.
every day.
He's fresh.
Every day?
He's
Every
fresh
day.
to death.
Yeah, but
Fresh
he's
to
like
death.
17.
Yeah, he is now.
I flat brim it up sometimes. I
You
wear
do?
a
Yeah,
flat
so do
brim
I.
back
Well, I
ears.
always have a slight curve on it,
Yeah, I
but
know
that's
this.
just because
It makes me
play
cry
with it
a
all
single
the time.
tear.
Because you're trying to play both
Yeah.
sides.
Yeah.
Hey, I just don't
You
care.
want it? You want
Pick a side, man.
Yeah, I
You
just
want-
don't care, Marley.
You
And
want,
every time I see
Yeah.
him, I'm like, what the fuck is he doing?
It's always sideways, right? My hat's always sideways. I don't know why. It just is.
You know what? Here, I'll tell you a story that happened at the
My ears are
spring
lopsided.
fishing and boat show. I took a picture with Scotty and Red, and Red was like, "Hey, can you wear our hat?" I was like, "Not unless you have a flat brim." Yeah, and Scotty was like, "No, Red, that's his thing."
It is though.
It is. I'm not giving it up.
It's
It
way
is.
better.
It's what-
It's
it's what
still way better
people-
than the visor, though.
It's what
Oh,
people
yeah.
don't
No,
know.
it's
you
Not
feel the most.
according to Ryan Flaro.
Yeah,
Ryan
yeah.
Flair loves the visor.
Who else used to? Billy Nichols. He was a big visor guy.
Scott
too.
Martin used to be a big.
He still
Yeah.
is a big visor guy.
But he's
Yeah.
switched to those Scarp Mountain Challenge hats. I really like those hats.
Yeah, they are nice hats.
I do.
They're-
I like
They're
them.
really well shaped. Yeah.
Scotty, send me one. I'll rock it. Flat brim. Don't send me any of that curved stuff.
Those
I
are
hate
curve
when
stuff.
I hate when people send me curved hats, and I feel obligated to and I'm like, I'm not doing it. I'm just not.
They
not-
never straighten out. Once
no.
they're curved, they're
Oh,
ruined.
yeah.
Just put a rubber
Ruined.
band on it.
It
going
doesn't
the
work.
other way.
No,
It doesn't
doesn't.
happen.
There's something
garbage.
like it's
It's
They're
garbage.
junk
it's
after
not. You
that.
can't do it. You can't bring a hat back.
You might as well just cut the
no.
brim right off of it.
No,
Yeah,
once a
you-
hat, no.
No, you
Like
can't.
wear it like a beret.
No word of a lie. I probably have 300 hats at home. right? I've wore hats my whole life. I collect hats.
I love hats.
And once a hat is just a little bit askew, it goes on the shelf. It's
yeah,
done.
or this
It's a
part
memory.
messes up on a flat brim, right? And it gets like a crease here. You can't bring that shit back.
No.
I think a hat, like I read somewhere something, and this has always stuck with me. The first thing a woman does when she meets you is look at your shoes,
True.
right? So always
I got some pretty fly shoes on
I always
right
have
now.
brand new shoes, right? I have probably as many shoes as Amber does, but I also feel like there's nothing worse than me. Like I totally think that if you have like a nice hat that you keep in good shape, that you can wear it in any circumstance, but you can't wear like the beat up curved.
The
Like,
sweat
that's- yeah,
stains.
you can't wear
It's
that.
true because
No.
I've seen you rock a flat brim and a suit, and it looks
Yeah.
tight, right?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
Sitting with a
There's
bum.
an Amber.
But it's gotta
Yeah,
be-
it does.
Yeah, it does.
Damn.
So we're going. I never ever
Your
not
skinny
wear
jeans,
a hat.
your skinny jean suit.
Yeah.
I do have a dumb one. I wear a hat to bed. I love hats, right? But I will come home. So when we go to bed tonight, I will take my Daiwa hat off and I will put it on the shelf, and I will get one of my old hats to put on to wear to bed.
No, you
wear
don't. Shut
you
up.
wear a
Yes, he
hat to
does.
bed?
No.
Yes, yes,
And in
he
the
does.
wintertime,
No,
I wear a
no.
toque to bed. I can't.
All
I
day
can't.
long.
Like it bothers me so much not to wear a hat.
Yep.
You sleep with a hat on.
I'm not even shitting you.
It got so bad, even at Thanksgiving dinner, Easter dinner, Christmas dinner, my grandmother
Oh, you-
wanted him to remove his hat.
Oh,
Oh, there's a subject for a
so you
show.
left.
No.
Yeah.
Grandma and
if
I
didn't
had
take
work.
my hat off at the table, I was getting a right cross.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we kind of
Yeah,
talked
no
about
hats
that.
at the table.
We talked about that and how.
Did you take your hat off?
I do now, only for dinner. And I give her,
look at how upset he is.
Oh, yeah,
I give her,
sour,
I
right?
give her dirty looks, and every time she goes, "You're so handsome," and I just like snarl at her.
You need to get like a clear hat for dinner.
Maybe
Clear hat.
I don't know. I've always worn hats. Like I couldn't even tell you the last time I didn't wear a hat somewhere.
I can count the number of times I've seen the top of your head on no fingers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Except that one time at band camp.
So here, I'll take it off, right?
No.
So there it is.
Oh man,
Who is this
yeah.
guy?
Put it back on.
So-
Jeez.
Jeez.
I knew at some point I was gonna go bald because of my shitty heritage. So here's what I did. So when I was like 22, I made the decision that I'm going to shave it starting now, right? And nobody ever noticed that it was thinning because it was never there,
That's a good plan.
right? I just went on it like
yeah.
before it even happened.
Thinning? That's kind of the political correct way to
Before it
say
even
that.
happened, I was like,
What's happening there?
well, you look. I was like, the only thing I've ever wanted to be was a fisherman my whole life, and I was like, shit, Zumi's bald, Mercer's bald. Let's shave this bitch, and then went
There you
like,
go.
there we go.
My
Nobody cared.
buddy grew
You know what-
full sideburns
okay.
and everything.
Here's the problem: chicks don't mind when you have when you shave your head and it's clean. It's when you have like the ass hair around.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
horrible.
It's better to
Right?
be bald than
Horrible.
go
Yeah,
bald.
you know, like sometimes you just can't help it. Just man up, shave
Just
that
let it
bitch,
go.
and you know, there's bigger things in the world to worry about than like.
Yeah, I was just going to
Hair.
make that point. Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
I would
to
much
me.
rather be bald and 6'4" than have a lot of hair and be 5'4".
Ouch.
Hey, that's my trade up.
We'd like
You
to
remember-
apologize
so
to all
here,
the shorter
I'll
people,
tell you.
the vertically challenged.
I will tell you
Unfollow.
a story here.
Unfollow, yeah.
My buddy Steve Balzan got married, right? And right before the ceremony, he was in the back room. He calls me over, right? So I go in there. That was probably the last time I didn't wear a hat with a suit. Was in that church. He comes up to me. He was pretty nervous. I know, not to get married, but just like the whole circumstances. His wife's probably hitting him right now. Just like, what do you mean you were nervous before you married me? So I get back there, and he's got this. He's not a very tall man. He's probably like 5'8"-ish. Would you say 5'8", 5'7", 6"? But he's got a beautiful head of hair, right?
Oh,
So
gorgeous flow.
amazing. So I go into the back room, and he's nervous, and he says, "Wes, I'm really glad you came." He's like, "What happened up top?" And I said, "My friend, God blessed me with height, not hair." And then he told me after that he was not nervous the rest of the day. He went out and did his deed, and he got married. So yeah, that was probably the last time. And
You
he's-
saved that marriage.
I
buddy.
know he's got
Oh,
like
you sent him into the fire. What are you talking about?
he's got his daughter's got to be 8 or 9 years old now. So yeah, that's probably the last time I didn't wear a hat. I won't even go somewhere if they're like, you can't wear your hat. I'm not going.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm committed.
Not
to
a
the hat.
Legion member, right?
You bought a special
No, I
hat
will.
for your brother's wedding.
I did. I will take it off to go to the Legion.
That's respectful.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
I did
That's
wear.
good.
I wore a hat to my brother's wedding.
A special hat
And
that matched
yeah,
his suit.
it was dope.
It
I think a
was.
toque looks really good on in with the suit on too.
A two?
No, not so much.
I don't know.
Talking way too much
That's too much like
Yeah.
2000s boy
If you're not
band.
going to be on the
Produce.
screen, don't talk.
Where'd Amber go?
So I really think that flatworms where it's at. Keep your hats comfortable, and if you're balding, just shave the damn bean, man. Just shave it. Go on with life. There's way more things to worry about than. And chicks dig bald head. I hope
Is that true, Amber?
she married me.
Yes.
Kinda. Do you really?
Yes. What?
We're kind of married.
Yeah, pretty much. We're debt buddies.
She's stuck
Dad
between you and
buddies.
a,
We're debt buddies.
stuck between you and a boat motor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that we'll always have that boat motor till I blow that one
we
up.
will, won't we?
Yeah, till I
Mhm.
blow that one up, and then we'll have a new boat motor to celebrate our non-marriage.
Right. Our debt.
Where do you guys want to go here?
How about Peter Cito?
Yeah, congratulations, Peter, for joining the Daiwa team.
Yeah, awesome,
That was
buddy.
big news. I was excited to see that today. Peter's a good guy.
He's a great guy.
He's a good
Yeah,
guy.
he does a lot. That Bowmanville tackle swap is really cool.
That's a huge show. It's growing and growing and growing.
Oh,
eh?
it's massive, eh?
he's-
We really look forward to that
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, it's you can get so many really good deals there.
It's
Yeah.
a buyer's event.
It is a buyer's
Yeah.
It's a
event.
buyer's event.
Yeah. It's a seller's event too.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Well,
it's
obviously.
a buyer's event, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And
for
it's a
sure.
very social event, too.
Yeah.
I think I like the show. So let's throw this out here while we're listening. Saturday, I will be at the Ganyard yard sale. Sunday, we're all going to
All
the-
day long?
Most of the day. I'm bringing my flat brim. I'm hanging out till they send me home.
Right.
Where are you going to park?
We're on no, I can't park on the front lawn. Justin probably won't like that.
Oh, he'll have his tables all out there in the tent
Yeah.
set
Oh,
up.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
pizza
I'll find
place.
some. Yeah, I'll find. I'm going early. I'll get a
Yeah?
spot. Yeah, maybe somebody will drive me. Probably not. But so I'll be there this Saturday, hanging out, repping Daiwa, hanging out with that crew. Sunday we're going to the Kawartha Sportsman Show.
Yep. We'll go hang out.
Up
We're
at
gonna
the
go hang out?
Lindsay exhibition.
Yep.
We'll go spend the day there.
Fairgrounds.
There may be another announcement. I'm just waiting for that confirmation for Friday, but follow on my Facebook. I'll let you guys know. But come out and see us. Come out and hang out and stop by Ganyon's. Stop
Lindsay's
by
a
the
real
show.
cool show, too. This is not a fishing show, right? It's a lot of hunting
It's-
stuff.
it's a little bit
It's a
of
lot of
everything.
everything show.
More of
yeah.
a sportsman show, right?
Yeah, it's growing year by
You
year.
can, are they still doing the scoring and everything?
What's going?
Score your animal?
I'm not sure what what vendors that the Pilata family have lined up for the show this
I'm
year.
not
I
sure.
remember last year you could score your score your
yeah,
racks.
Yeah,
and
they had guys from Fro there, I think it was.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was pretty cool.
Hold on. You guys need to talk. I'm trying to read something.
Oh boy.
Oh, never mind. Somebody just saying they met me in South Carolina. All good.
Oh yeah.
Was it a
It's
tranny?
really weird.
Was it a tranny?
I don't care what you said. She was hot.
Oh my.
South Carolina
God.
had really good nightlife, eh?
I can't believe that small town of Greenville, the nightlight they had. That was
Mar-
like being To.
Yeah, it was a
let's
good time.
let's do a little peer pressure here.
Clean too.
Can we get a commitment that you'll come to the class with us next year?
Ooh, yeah,
Whoa.
Marley.
Mm.
Do
You
it.
gotta come,
do
dude.
it.
Dude, it's a great time.
You'd
it
love
really
it.
is.
I've known you a long time. You'd love this whole thing.
And it looks
know.
like it's like maybe Kentucky or something.
Kentucky.
Yeah.
12
Are
hours.
we gonna fish?
We should
I
probably.
don't
You
wanna
know
go
what?
if
We
we're not
should.
gonna fish.
No, you do
That's
want
the
to go.
biggest thing.
You do want to go. It's amazing.
Dude, it's incredible.
Yeah, but I'd rather just fish.
Well,
No, you'd be-
depending on where it is
If I'm
next
gonna
year.
take a
I'm
holiday
sure
like that, I
we'll.
wanted to fish.
I'm sure we'll find somewhere to fish in the morning. Same thing like we did this year, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
hopefully we'll find
There's
something a
ponds,
little
man.
better.
I don't want to fish a pond. I want to fish like a real deal lake.
I don't know what's around Kentucky.
There's not a
like.
lot of time to be doing that, Marley. You're only there
We'd
for a
have to
few
go for
days,
like a
right?
week.
Yeah, but you guys.
We
just-
didn't. We only went for 3 days this time. That felt like 6.
Yeah.
Well, it's because
It's
we
'cause
never
didn't
slept.
sleep.
That was a good. The Airbnb is the way to go. We should get we need to get it more Airbnbs. I'm telling you
They're
guys at
awesome.
home, if you guys are watching this, get some friends and go on fishing trips. So awesome.
And go on an Airbnb.
Yeah,
Screw the
yeah.
hotels, man.
Airbnb's the way
Yeah.
to go. 100%.
We learned that.
Marley,
Cheap.
come to the classic. I'll take you fishing. I'll find you somewhere. We'll find somebody to take you. Catch a fish. We didn't get anything in South Carolina.
No, we didn't. We hit like 3-4 different bodies of water.
I caught a nap on the shore.
You caught a nap all day long,
Yeah,
buddy.
I was hurting that day.
Sean Fortier wants to know if you shower with your hat on, Ian.
No.
What?
Oh, I'm
I
calling
don't.
bullshit.
Shower
You
cap?
probably do.
He probably has a flat brim
No.
shower cap,
Yeah.
don't you?
I don't shower with it on. I'm trying to think if no, I can't ever think. No, I don't think
You even have a hot tub hat.
I wear it. Yeah, I do. A mesh back. I'm not even shitting you. This is- I love my hat. It's like it's like an accessory for a
You have a
dude.
dedicated hot tub hat?
No, I just got to make sure I wear a mesh back so that I don't get overheated in there. I'm not a big fan of getting hot in the hot tub. I'm
Wow.
like,
Wow.
I'm like,
Wow.
I can't-
I don't even know
like-
what he said there.
Amber.
I'm not a big fan of getting hot in the hot
Well, I
tub.
overheat, so I'm all right for like 10 minutes in the hot tub. Amber could go in there for 2 hours.
Yes.
I just get too hot, smothered, and just like I don't like that feeling.
Just don't sit on the side and dangle your feet in
I
there.
do, but then I get cold.
But then I get cold.
Tuck it back in your vagina.
So I'm either cold or I'm like too hot to handle. Just like can't deal with the heat.
Wow.
I'm not a sauna guy.
Wow.
I don't think I can
He's
hang
hitting
on.
us with all kinds.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say.
I couldn't. I don't think I could deal with the sauna either.
He's
Nah,
a bit
I'm
of
not a big
diva.
fan of the sauna.
Bit of a diva.
Sean,
Everybody gets mad when I lay on the
do you want
floor
to talk
when I
about
go
the
in there.
second from the bottom one there? That's your topic.
What is it? What does it say?
Gun control.
Gun control.
Oh yeah, that's huge right now. gun
Polls,
control.
regulations.
You know, this is my take on the gun control in the States. I don't know why, because they're calling for ban guns, ban this, ban that. I don't know why. They just can't impose more regulation. You know.
Do you think the system that we have here would work down there?
I do.
Yeah.
I do for sure. For sure,
It
works.
can't hurt.
Yeah, exactly. It can't hurt. I think our system here is pretty good. Like when you go to for your gun license, you go for your course, right? For your PAL, and then you can pass that course, and you're still not guaranteed to get a gun. You have to be approved by the RCMP, which is the Royal Canadian Mounted Police,
Yep.
right? You get a gun if they say you can have a gun.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Your background checks are done there, everything. So if you get it in the mail, 4, 6, 8 weeks later,
Yep.
they say, okay, we've done our due diligence, and this guy we find responsible enough to have a firearm.
Yep.
Now, down there, there's not a lot of that.
There's any of that, I believe,
You
is
go
there?
and open a bank account, and here's your free gun.
Wow.
Well, that's an interesting thing. We were in South Carolina at the Walmart. And
Yeah.
I asked the teller while we were getting our fishing licenses. I was like, "Hey, what do I need to buy one of these guns?" And he's
No, it was
like,
ammo first.
"Ammo."
Yeah.
And he's like, "A driver's license." He wasn't really happy to do all our
No.
typing.
Yeah,
in.
but they will not sell us Canadians any firearms or ammunition down in the States.
No?
No.
No.
Well, that's racist.
No, that's yeah. That was the problem I had at a couple places down there. They were like, no, you're out of country. We don't even want.
Well,
to
that's
deal
good
with
to
Yeah,
know.
but anybody that had a ID, I think, you don't even need a driver's license. If you were a citizen, you could go and buy a gun.
it. Yeah.
We're not.
That's
so
crazy.
Mark and I don't have gun licenses. Marley doesn't have a gun license. Sean's the gun man. But
He's
I
packing.
really need. I would really like to take the course, and you never know. They could try to take our guns away here for good.
That's why you better get on your courses
I
now,
really
because
need
they're
to do
trying to
this.
do shit all over the place. And you know what
Really?
happens?
They're
in the
making it
States.
tougher and tougher and tougher.
Yeah, Justin Trudeau. I don't know. This guy doesn't know his
That's,
know what I'm trying to
he
say.
proves
Yeah.
that every day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's all over the map when it comes to this stuff, right? So
It's tough. It's there's the heritage side. There's protecting people, but I get both sides of the fence here. Like I understand the other side who's never been around guns.
I get it too.
Yeah, I totally
understand it.
Right? And
But you got all these 17-year-old kids busting up all in arms saying this is the way, we need to do this, we need to do that. These kids are 17.
Yeah, for sure.
Eating
18,
Tide Pods.
like, yeah,
Fishing north of
Don't
the
know
bridge.
what bathroom to go in.
yeah,
Fishing north of the bridge.
but
Yeah.
they know it all, right?
Yeah, for
You know?
sure. But when we were 17, we thought we knew it all.
I did know it all.
We did.
Let me tell
Let's
you.
face it.
Oh yeah. If I could go back and kick myself in the nuts right now when I was
no,
17,
totally.
I'd be light speed.
I think that's
Right?
the biggest thing. Like now, because I have a teenage daughter, and you try to tell her stuff, and I don't know anything. I even made an Instagram post yesterday on my story
pee.
thanking my father for not killing me. Yeah, I'm so lucky Craig didn't smother me as a teenager. I'm not even kidding. Right? Like, he hasn't got the patience I have, and my patience have been tested to the end of their limits, waiting on my stepdaughter to get in the goddamn car for school and everything else. And all I can think is that I was a billion times worse than this, and Craig didn't kill me. So, thanks, Craig. That's 2 shout-outs this week for not smothering me while I slept as a teenager. You guys want to hear a funny story about Craig? The night before my 19th birthday, so August 11th. My birthday is August 12th.
My birthday. Woo, woo.
I went out with my friends, and I drank a whole bottle of vodka. And I came home. No, it was the 10th. So the night, the night of the 11th, I came home in this house, down the hall, went to puke in the toilet, and I missed and all over the floor. And Craig got up to give me about a 40-minute speech about underage drinking.
Oh yeah.
Less than 24 hours from my birthday, he got up, and I was just like, "Shut up, Craig." And he was like, "No, it's my last shot at this."
And did it work?
No, I
No.
went out the next night and had a great time too.
I guess.
I think he was like,
But did you puke on the floor?
I did, and they made me clean it up too. And he was.
Oh, then you
and
should.
So I was like on the floor, 18 and 9/10 cleaning up puke, dry heaving, and he was like giving me the speech and laughing and calling my mom. He's like, Lee, you got to get out of bed. Come look at this. Watch, he's gonna. Oh yeah, yeah. And I'd start driving. He'd be like, yeah, go for it. Go deep. Cruel, but he didn't smother me.
There's nothing like drunk puking. There's nothing like.
Don't miss it
It's-
one.
I've only done that once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've only
Yeah?
drunk puked once.
Once. My whole life.
Really?
I've
Yeah,
done it.
I absorb it. I hate puking.
Oh, I don't like puking
Yeah,
either.
I don't
It's
like
been
it
a
either.
long. It's amazing. Like you do learn a lot growing up, eh? Like you get to a point where you're like, you really find like that one. Like if I have one more beer, I'm done for about a week, right? Do you know what I mean? Like like when I was like 19, I had to drink till the cows come home, walked home, and then been dead. But you get to this point where you're older, where you're like, all right, I've had 5. If I do 6, it'll probably be Thursday by the time I get rid of the headache.
I gotta pee.
fish on Tuesday. Yeah, you go ahead. We can talk without you. There is a point though, right? Like, do you like even doubles McCall? I've seen you be like, God, yeah, this part is over.
Yeah, that doesn't happen too often, but now
too
and then. Yeah. If I got stuff to do the next day, I'll shut her down.
But it really
If
like.
I'm at the hunting camp,
What did you text me when I was like 34 and you were like, males are all stupid till they're 35? It's really true.
Yeah, 100%.
It's really true. How old are you, Mar? 33?
Yeah.
Oh,
You got 2 more years of this in
You're
you,
still a
son.
dummy. Yeah, you're still a dummy.
You got 2 more years of this left.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a hard like. I really think as I get older, I kind of like feel that we do get a little smarter. Like in some ways,
Yeah.
right? Like I
You
totally.
just know the consequences.
Yeah. No, maybe you know the consequences better, right? And like. Maybe there's a part where you're younger and you think you're just like unstoppable and nothing ever is going to go wrong, and then you get a little older and you're like, "Fuck, life did not work out how I thought."
It's all
it
going to
would."
go wrong.
Right? So I don't know what, like, maybe that's there, right? But I feel like I'm a lot smarter at 35 than I was at 25 and certainly 15. But Mark, did you have a good pee?
I went in your laundry tub.
Nice.
I flushed.
Good. We got any questions there, Sean? Do you see anything? Is there any questions?
I
No
just
comments?
lost my feet on my phone.
No problem.
Oh, wow.
We did an
our
hour. We
producer
killed an
should
hour.
know.
She was upstairs hanging out.
Me?
Do you think you're no, I'm not even going to ask you because you had quite the drink-a-thon in South Carolina the last
What are you
3
talking
days.
about?
We were talking about something about growing up and learning your limits, but you obviously haven't learned yours yet.
You were awesome, Amber.
She was.
Thanks, Mark.
Even Brian the carpenter was like, "Don't come back unless you bring drunk Amber." It was awesome. Final thoughts, Mark?
Respect our resources. Clean up your crap. Sure.
Sean?
Go ahead.
Sean, you got anything? Go deep.
You want me to go deep?
You can do whatever you
Yeah.
want.
Start yipping.
Obey the boundaries.
Yeah,
Obey the boundaries. They're out there for a reason.
for sure. Mar?
I got nothing.
Come on. You got no wisdom for us.
I don't think
have
you've
zero
ever had a final thought.
I've
Come
never
on.
had one ever.
Okay,
Ever.
we're gonna go to Amber and we're coming back to you. So think of something. Amber,
I
final
got a
thought.
good one.
You have a
Don't
good one.
compare your behind the scenes with someone's highlight reel.
Oh, that is
Wow.
really true.
Wow.
That is really true.
Who's
That's a
all
good one.
Hallmark now?
We don't even got to go back to Marley after that one. I think
No.
that-
How do you
was
even
good.
follow that? It's ridiculous.
I'd like to put my name on that too.
My final thought is of the week: really surround yourself with good people. Right? We talked about this last time, but go find yourself some really good friends that you can spend some time in the outdoors. The time to do stuff is now. You know, get on. You know, if I was 19 right now, and I could do everything again, I would go buy the cheapest vehicle that I could fit the most people in, load that bugger up full of gas, and drive all over the place hunting and fishing. Take advantage of your youth. Someday you'll be 35, you know, drinking Miller High Life, sitting around
Bald.
Oh.
Oh.
a table, bald, wearing flat brims, just trying to hold on.
Let go.
Trying to hold on, getting ready for another tournament season. You know, when you're young, go on the road trips. Make the most of it. Have fun. Go to the Classic.
And you know what? You don't have to be young to do that.
No.
If you're
You know
40
what?
years old.
No, Dave had the
Dave.
best time of his life.
Yeah, Dave. He's pushing 60. Sorry, Dave. 58.
Best time of his life on the trip.
Yeah.
That guy can
Yeah.
roller skate too,
Oh yeah, he has
Eh?
his own man.
right? We all went roller skating on Friday
Oh
night.
yeah,
We
we,
did.
didn't
I
talk
texted
about
you.
that.
Oh, it was great.
Yeah, we did.
It
I
was
love
cool.
that place.
There's nothing like badass roller skating.
Yeah.
All the girls
Yeah.
got
Yeah, we
together.
pounded skates.
Trolled the
We
young
did.
girls in the
Skates.
corner.
We did.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you for joining us. We'll see you. We're trying to do every 2 weeks,
Yes.
Monday, 8 o'clock, every second week. That's our plan, right?
I think
That
it
is
should
our
be a good plan.
Yeah.
We will see you 2 weeks from now. We will try to do something exciting for we can talk about it. Good night.
90. Night.
Producer, that's when you hit the end button.
This one?
Penises.
Thanks.